Oh, it's been a while. I'm back, kind of. Just for today. I have. Oh, hold on. I gotta fix my hat so you can see the Rangers. Look, I got on my. Look at this. Look at this. Got on my Grinch pajamas. We're ready for Christmas, everybody. It's been a while since I posted. So, why haven't I posted in a while? College. So, I have my final tomorrow. So I'll be back to posting consistently again. I'm very excited for that. I'm glad to be back. I haven't recorded in so long. I haven't gotten a chance to talk Rangers. Another reason I wasn't posting is I was being a little bit superstitious because the Rangers were winning without me posting, and as you know, those that have been following me for years know I'm incredibly superstitious. So I figured, if I post, the Rangers are going to lose. But I guess it didn't really make a damn difference because we fucking lost against the Avalanche anyway. So that was to be expected. I'm not upset about the game. We're not even talking about the game. We're actually talking about the salary cap. So we got a tweet from Frank Saravelli today. The NHL salary cap will rise full million next season, which is actually pretty big for the Rangers because if it was going to be a flat cap, we're going to be in trouble. But every penny's going to count next season. I'm going to tell you why. So not that I think the Rangers are going to be in cap hell, but they're going to be pretty damn close to it. Maybe not going into next year, but the year after that. It's going to spell trouble. This is going into this upcoming offseason, $82.5 million. So if we're just looking at the Rangers RFAs, and again, these are going to be rough estimates, right? So, all right. So, Sammy Blake got hurt. He's probably going to get the same exact contract. 1 year, $1,500. Well, $1,500,000. He's probably going to get that exact same contract. Julian Gautier is playing pretty strong this year. If I'm guessing, Gautier is probably going to get something like, for like maybe 2 years. Maybe. So they'll probably give Gautier something like that, especially if he continues to play this well. Georgiev, we're not going to re-sign just yet. Capo. Honestly, he's probably going to get like the Filipino treatment. That's what I'm guessing Kako's going to get. 3 years, $2.5 million a year. If I'm guessing. And we're not going to re-sign anybody else. So, what did I... Oh, I just gave Capo $25 million. Yeah, that'll do it. Jesus tits. All right. Hot start. So, looking at the roster as it stands, meow. We got to just do this. We got to make our lines really quickly. Got to boom. Laffy. Hito Gauthier. Goudreau. Oh, well, Mike Hunt is playing on that line. Tenorti. Scratch. Cjethsyt comes back. Fox. Lindgren, Nemeth, Lundqvist. Just making sure I have everything. Okay. And we got to go to UFAs. So let's pretend that the Rangers are going to re-sign Ryan Strome. Let's actually pray that the Rangers are going to re-sign Ryan Strome. Where is Stromer? So, in my opinion, the only way that Strome realistically stays here long term, if he does the Derek Brassard special, the 5x4. So if we can get Strome on that contract, which I doubt he takes nor wants, he can stay. If he doesn't, we're going to be in deep shit. So if I was just, plain guessing, also we got to sign a goaltender. Honestly, I've got a kink for Kincaid. Let's pretend he re-signs. Let's give him the exact same cap bid. Alright, so, boom. That's one scratch. Okay, so, here's why the Rangers are in cap hell. Well, pretty damn close to it. We've got one guy on the bench and only $600,000. The only way this works is we're not even going to fucking, do a Nemeth trade. We're going to pretend that Nemeth gets traded, right? Okay, Nemeth gets traded. Call up Zachary Jones. Boom. Alright, so look. Now we got a little bit of money. We got $2 million to play with. You do that. Let's say Barron cracks the NHL, so he's gonna be a scratch, and some other random guy. We'll just say they give some fucking UFA good money. So we'll go to forwards. I don't know who's someone that they would just sign just to fucking play, just to be a body. Well, honestly, no. The way Hunt's playing, I doubt he gets health bombed. they're gonna want Barron in the NHL. I don't know. Just fucking who's a random ass guy that the Rangers would sneak in? Who is a random ass guy that the Rangers would just health bomb night after night? I'm trying to think of guys that like Gallant would like or want. That would be like healthy scratches. And now we're getting into guys that really don't play. I don't know. All right, I'm just gonna pick somebody random. 1, 2, 3. Okay, Cjethsyt. Okay, just pretending here. He doesn't even exist. He's not gonna be the guy we saw, but let's just pretend. All right, so there you go. So there's your assuming they just give someone an absolute minimum. So this is the team that the Rangers run in next season if they offload Patrick Nemeth. So $500,000 in cap space. You got your lineups pretty much set. You're good for a year. The issue is going to come the year after this. And again, this is assuming that Cabo Caco only signs for $2.5 million. Gautier only takes 1.2. Blake only takes 1.5. So a lot of assuming, and assuming is never good. Assuming is only good for one thing: is making an ass out of you and me. Spell assume, you'll understand what I just said. So next season shouldn't be an issue. Again, it's as if Strome takes a big discount and the Rangers somehow offload Nemeth. I don't know if it happens. I honestly don't. But assuming. We like assuming. So, yeah, that's fine. The issue is going to be the year after. So, we're going to delete. We're going to interactive, armchair GM, create team, Rangers. Okay, so now we're going 2 off seasons ahead. And let's pretend that the cap jumps another million after that. So, $83.5 million. Okay? So, we got to sign our RFAs. Come on, Rangers. Here we go. So, we have our Blake contract. So, Blake comes up. Let's say Blake plays a... Well, we're not going to re-sign Blake yet. We got to sign Hedel. Gautier. So, we're going to give Gautier that 1.2 that he was already at. Capo Caco to 500. Okay, and he's going to have 2 years left on that. Sign him. Okay, and then we got to go UFA. Strome. 3. 5 milli. Make sure I have everybody. Nemeth's gone. Cjethsyk's back. Okay, so now we've got $17 million to fill 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 forward spots, 2 defenseman spots, a backup goalie, and 3 roster players. That's a lot. So let's go through our guys again. Rangers. Come on, motherfucker. Come on. Come on, motherfuckers. Come on. Okay. So, Hedel. Let's pretend Hedel gets $3 million. Okay. We sign Hedel. Blake. Blake gets a pay raise. $2 million a year. After that, Jones. Let's say Jones has a pretty good season. $1,500, 2 years. Lafreniere. Let's give Lafreniere the same exact contract we gave Capo Caco, assuming that his production is the same. So not too bad on money so far. Keandre Miller, probably he'll get the same. He'll get a little bit. He'll get less actually. He'll get like a little bit less than Lindgren, because Lindgren has definitely been more effective than he's been. So unless something insane happens next season, let's assume that that's what he's gonna make. So boom, 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 boom. So now we got $6 million left for a backup goalie, 2 fourth liners, a couple scratches. Honestly, not too bad. Now let's be honest here, we're lowballing a lot of players, so we gotta be considerate of that. Make sure my lines are set. Okay, so again, we're lowballing everybody. So now we got to sign 2 fourth liners. Let's say we sign Barron. Let's go 1,300 or 1,200,000, 300. Boom. So we sign Barron. So there's 1 fourth liner right there. That's him taken care of. And then let's assume that the Rangers call up Pauniemi at that point, and they just give him another $925, 2 years. Boom. So there's Pauniemi, Barron. Boom. Probably do something like that. And you probably see this. So 1 year left, boom, boom, boom. So now we gotta sign 2 depth guys. So we're just gonna give 2 random guys 925. So again, I'm just making things up right here. So 850,000. Okay, pretend Tyler Wall is our backup, 850. And then a random defenseman. Let's just say Libor Hayek for argument's sake. Again, it's probably not gonna be Hayek. It's probably gonna be someone that they sign in free agency. And then one more forward to even things out. Let's pretend it is Tyron. Again, these are just placeholders for guys the Rangers will sign. Like, I'm not saying this is gonna be these players, just players that you sign so you fill the depth, right? Okay. Bench. Again, ignore the players, this is what we have. So if we lowball everybody and assume that no outside moves are made aside from dumping Patrick Nemeth, 500 grand again. Now here's the problem after that. And then the next offseason, you got to re-sign Gautier, you got to re-sign Nils, and then after that, you're going to have Kakko, and the money's going to be, the Rangers are, all right, so listen, basically what I'm saying is this, right? If we lowball everybody and everybody signs, then we're not in a bad spot, but we're going to be in a spot where we're not going to be able to make a single move during offseason. The only moves the Rangers will be making from here on out will be trade deadline moves purely for rentals. Long-term outlook. So this is what we have looked at, right? So we got to re-sign Gautier and Lindgren and Nils. Again, if the cap jumps another $1 million after that, it's not a whole lot of money. What is that? That's 42 plus 500, so it's 44 million. It's 5 plus $1 million. So it's like $6 million to re-sign Lindgren, Lundqvist, Gautier, and if they want to do anything like that. So again, not bad. So the Rangers really, they're not in a terrible spot, but I get nervous about the whole lowballing thing because I feel like I'm being incredibly generous on the side of the players with the contracts I'm giving them. Like, listen, if Strome makes $5 million a year, that's crazy low, and I don't think he takes that. He probably wants upwards of 6, if I'm guessing. So the dreams of getting Tomas Hertl are gone. Like, the Rangers roster we're looking at right now is the Rangers roster and the Rangers core probably for the next 5 or 6 years. So we're kind of gonna have to live with what we have. I don't know. It's gonna be. I mean, this is the roster we have. You know, this is the core we have. I don't think anybody really gets moved around aside from Patrick Nemeth. I don't think the Rangers plan on moving anyone else. I don't think they look to move anybody else. And after that, in terms of buyouts, we're done with buyouts. I think after next year. So I don't know. I really don't know. I wish the cap would go up more, or I wish the NHL would adopt the MLB's luxury tax. Which is like a soft cap. So if you spend over the cap, you have to pay X amount in some tax or something like that. I have no idea. But basically, it's like you can spend over the cap, but you're going to be financially penalized for it. So it's on the owners to go over the salary cap. And I think that would be a good thing because it would, 1, make the players make more money, and 2, it wouldn't punish teams for drafting well and accruing assets. Like the Rangers are at some point going to get punished for having a lot of good assets. Another thing too, you got the young guys coming up, Ottman, Culley, Henriksen, like Schneider and Robertson. Like in 2 years, those guys are going to probably be in their second year in the NHL. I'd imagine Schneider is NHL ready next year. I'd imagine Robertson is ready next year, if not the year after that. So there's going to be a lot of movement in the Rangers. I don't know what the hell's going to happen with that movement because outside of pure rentals, I don't see the Rangers being able to make any long-term moves. Like, they're not moving Kreider because, 1, they can't. He's got a no-movement clause, and 2, even if they could, the money. They're not moving True because, 1, full no-movement clause, and 2, the money. And I just don't really see anybody else that they really want to move. So the Rangers aren't necessarily in cap hell, but they'll be pretty close to it. I think the right term is that the Rangers are going to be stagnant. Like, this is the roster that we have for the next 5 years. And the only way that this roster is getting better is if the young players continue to improve and the guys that are getting older do not decline. So basically, this Rangers team that we're looking at, the only way they're going to get better is if the young guys exponentially get better. Like Kakko's having an awesome season. Again, the points might not be there, but his play is there. Lafreniere, he's playing better than last year, but not much better. Lafreniere needs to start taking steps because it's not. I don't know. I feel like he's becoming a role player, and I don't think that's good. For a former first overall pick that's supposed to carry a franchise, he's not supposed to become a role player. I'm glad we're winning, but his role is going to need to be elevated because when the top six ain't scoring, we're going to need to be able to rely on these guys. Heedle's got to continue to grow. Heedle's played better, but he disappears sometimes. He's got to continue to play better. Lindgren and Fox are Lindgren and Fox, and they're going to get better, but they don't even need to because they're fucking awesome. Same thing with Cjethsyt. Jacob Trouba this year is actually looking like an $8 million defenseman. Jacob Trouba is freaking awesome. Miller's played better. Miller, you could see, definitely still going through some growing pains. He's only been playing defense for a handful of years, so you really can't judge him. Nils Lundqvist looks better every single game. We've already seen what Jones looks like. He's doing well in the minors. He's going to continue to get better, and then, again, there's still guys we haven't seen. Honestly, that's really all I had for you guys today. I just kind of wanted to go over for both myself and you guys to see what the salary cap's going to look like for the Rangers going into this offseason and seasons after that. Honestly, to summarize, the Rangers are not going to be making any long-term roster-altering moves in the foreseeable future. The only moves the Rangers are really going to see are rentals. Unless they make a significant move and they move out significant players, we will not be seeing anything super, which is fine. I'm honestly okay with that. If this is the core that we're going to run with from here till the end of this run, so be it. I am absolutely here for it, but we're going to need more growth and more contribution from the young guys. But either way, the Rangers are winning now. We play tonight, Buffalo at 7 o'clock. I will be working, so I'm going to miss the damn game. But you can bet your ass I'm going to be listening to Dave Maloney on the radio and have an AirPod in my ear. So I will be listening to it, but I won't be watching it. Probably won't be live tweeting it either. Either way, let's go Rangers. Thank you everybody for watching the video. When watching it, start making it. And if it's you're not hearing it, look at that. I'm getting pretty good at that. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.